recap of your part 1, what we saw in last video. Okay, so we saw unit 1 problem solving technique under the chapter 1 function, right? I gave some homework to you, right? You all completed that one. Can you able to find answer for that? Hope you have written. Okay. So recap of your part 1 session. What is the thing we saw? Saw about algorithm. What is algorithm? It's a step-by-step process. Writing a programming language. Then we saw about subroutines. Subroutines are small section of code that is used to perform a particular task that can be used repeatedly in a program. Basically, subroutines are called as function. We saw then how to specify the function, using values and all we saw. Then what is parameter and arguments? What are the two main categories also we saw, right? So parameter is variable, argument is value assigned for the variables. So then main two types of parameters we saw. What are the two main types based on data types? One is parameter without type and parameter with type. So these are all the parts we saw under the part 1 of your chapter 1, right? So today's class we are going to see about interfaces and how to implement that one. That is the thing we are going to see. Then what is the use of pure function? What is pure function? And what are the side effects of using impure function? Those are all the things we are going to see in today's class. See this one, interface versus implementation. What is pure function? What is impure function and what are the side effects of using impure function? Then how to access a variable outside the function. So these are all the things we are going to discuss in this class. Okay. So now first coming to interface. Had you heard the word interface anywhere, ma? Yes. Where you hear intermediate, like that you can hear, no? So similarly here in interface, it carried out set of action. Okay, interface carries set of action that an object can do. Now see this example. Here, brain acts as an interface for doing what are the purpose. First see, this one is hand, this one is foot. Here, so every parts of the body will do some action, right? Mouth, eyes to look into, nose to smell, arms to work out, body, head. So each and every part of a body do certain action. That is called as implementation. So these actions are interfered by the brain. So brain will act as an interface for doing some action. Okay, this is the best example for interface and implementation. Now moving to the session of interface in your programming part. Interface define what an object can do but won't actually do it. So it will induce the object to do some work. So that is interface. Implementation means it carried out the instruction defined by the interface. So what the interface asks to do, that action is carried out in this implementation stage. Okay. So what is the action we are saying? So in function part of your program, you may ask program to do certain task based on the program given, right? In previous OCaml language, we saw maximum, finding the maximum of two number. Means that max function will find which number is greater. So that is the implementation part. So here we will come across the word what is interface and what is implementation, right? Now see, interface is a set of action that an object can do. It is has been your 2 mark. Okay, object is an instant creator from the class. It means what is, if you are writing a program, means it will have certain classes in your program. So each class have any number of object created. So using that object only, you can do set of actions. Did you all clear? So function, in that function part, the object variables defined in the function do certain tasks. That tasks are implemented by the work assigned by the interface. Okay. Now we will see an example for this. Now see this one. If you switch on the light, what will happen? Everyone having switchboard in your home, right? If you switch on the light switch, what will happen? The light gets flashed off. Okay. So what does it mean? If you on, it is flashed on. If you off, it is flashed off. But internally what will happen, we don't know. By owning the switch, the light gets flashed. That is the external thing we can able to see. So internally, some process is carried out. That is electrical circuit connection, then positive and negative charge of your wire, then induction of current flow. Everything is an internal operation carried out, right? So here switch off. See this one, switch off and switch on. These are all the two main functions defined over this. Similarly, in class template, if you assigned all the electrical operation of your home as one program, okay, under that, if you take this power of lamps as one function, then working of your fan as one function, then working of your home appliances like TV, washing machine as another function. So every functions are inside the electrical circuit of your home. So electrical circuit of your home is one major program. Under that you are having different program, sorry, different classes. One for lamp, one for fan, one for TV. Like that you are specifying, no? These are all the building blocks of your class. That whole class is called as class template. Okay. So now see this one. An interface is a set of action that an object can do. For example, you're pressing the light switch. It will goes on in OOPS. OOPS is nothing but object-oriented programming language. An interface is a description of all function that a class must have in order to be a new interface. So here, all the function must be listed in an order. That is one thing. Consider this example. Here, function definitions are like turn on, turn off. It will act like turn on and turn off. These are all the two main functions for working with lamp. Okay, here see properties of class type T. Whenever the interface is, it means what is type T is your class property. They are defining anything you can define. Okay, in this example they are telling us type T must have a function called XYZ. So I told you, no, this is type T. I told you has home current supply in your home. That one you may take as class. I told lamp, electricity over lamp is one part, electricity over fan is one part, that will be assigned as X, this will assign for Y, and TV for Z. Like that it will goes on. Okay. Now Coming to this, you may see one more example so that you can able to understand what is interface clearly. Now see, the person who drives the car doesn't care about the internal working of the car, right? So that person will act as an interface. You all know car will have three main parts for driving. One is A, that is called as ABC. While going for driving school, you have to know what is ABC. A for accelerator, B for brake, and C for clutch. Now, if you want to increase the speed of car, what you will do? You will raise up the accelerator. If you want to stop the car, you will apply brake. No, but while seeing from external world, what is the thing? The car is going on. That one only we know. But internally, what are the things should be done over? We don't know. Okay. So to increase the speed of car, we just press the accelerator. So this is one type of object behavior. Here, accelerator, brake, and clutch are called in the function part of your program. Working of car, if you take working of car means, that is a program means, here what are the function may carried over? Accelerator is one function, brake is one function, similarly clutch is one function. So driver is an interface. Okay. Now moving to one more example given in your book. Class declaration combines the external interface with an implementation of that interface. I told you already, class declaration means it will combine all the interfaces as well as function of your part. The object or the instance creator for the class. For example, if you see this picture, here car is there. In this first part, only one car is there, right? So it will indicate this is car. This is your program. This is car means this is one class. Similarly, different brands of car. For example, you are taking one car as Toyota, one as Scorpio, another as Audi means. These are all the different types of object created for particular one class called car. Okay. In your book, they are given one example of how to increase the speed of car. That is a working principle of car as an example they have given. Just we will make a note of this. Now coming to this part, here engine is an interface. Okay, engine is an interface of your car. So if you want to get a speed of car, what are the things required? We will see. You have to pull a fuel of your car, right? Then only the speed of the engine get more. Coming to this part, engine, how to rise the speed of the car. You don't know whether which speed they have given as a limit. So it will check for the condition. If it reach the required speed over here, if it reach the required speed over here, means it will return yes. Otherwise, it will pull fuel to get the speed of car again. Okay. So what is the implementation part over here? Accelerator is your implementation part. So this is one important 5 mark listed in your book. Okay, take down. Now we will see about what is the difference between interface and implementation. It may ask in your 2 mark. We just saw now. Interface just define what an object can do, but won't actually do it. It will induce an object to do. That we saw as a brain act as an interface for different parts of your body to do their works. It will induce an eyes to see. It will induce an ears to hear, like that. Now implementation carried out the instruction defined in an interface. What the interface defined, that part should be carried out over here. That is in your implementation part. Now See the characteristics of interface. You are having two main characteristics of interface. It may ask in 3-mark question. Okay. The class template specify the interface to enable an object to be created and operated properly. So you can create any number of objects for a class template and you have to check whether it is operated properly. This is your first point. This is an example I told you already by switching on the light of your bulb. So electric current of your home appliances, you can take it as class template. Under that, if you want to enable an object means you can make on and off function. So you can check it off whether it is working properly or not. That is your first point. Now moving to second point, object's attribute and behavior is controlled by sending function to an object. We saw a function, no? Turn off and turn on. Can you able to remember this one? Here see, this turn off and turn on are the objects, functions created for an object. So this is the thing you are written in your second point. An object attribute and behavior is controlled by sending function to an object. So what function they are sending? Turn off and turn on are the functions sending to your object over here. Okay. Now we will see about what is pure function. What is pure function? The name itself you can able to find pure. Pure means what? Clear crystal. You will say no, pure. So the things that should be written clearly means you can able to say as pure, right? Similarly, in function of your program, if any function which give exact result when the same arguments are passed, those functions are called as pure function. What is it? In part 1, no, we saw function with parameter passing an argument, that is value for a function. We saw, no, that value result an exact thing whenever the function get called off. So each time they will return a same value as an output means that functions are called as pure function. Let us see one example. Coding here. See this one. Let. How will you start your programming language in Kamalma? It will start with the keyword of let. Previous session we saw, no, let. What is this square implies? It is the function name. What is this x implies? It is the parameter. Now it return x into x. How will you find square of your number? If you want a square, how will you do? If you want to find a square, how will you do, ma? A into a, right? Similarly here, you are going to find square of x. So it will return x into x. Now, we will see one more example. Let I equal to 0 if that is your assigning part. If I is less than string length of s, that means what? You are going to give one string. String means what, ma? It is a group of character. Example for string is your name. If you are writing your name, it will contain collection of character. No, it is one example for string. Then do something which does not affect s. This is a command line they are given. So increment plus 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 plus, what is this? Plus plus means increment operator, whether it is minus minus means decrement operator, plus plus of I. So if you are giving any string over here means what will happen if you give any name? Just for example, I am giving a computer. What will happen? What is the string length of computer? computer. So 8 letters are there. So what is the string length of computer? It will display an output of 8. Whenever you run the program, the same output get displayed off, right? It won't change the value. So those functions are called as pure function. Once again you read this: function which will give exact result when the same arguments are passed. So exact result means that functions are called as pure function. So if it return all the time the same value means automatically there is no side effect. Side effect don't create to its output. So evaluation of pure function does not create any side effect to its output. Now moving to the impure function. Name itself you can able to judge what is impure, right? Okay. Let us see one more example of pure function for your better understanding. Sum. This is your function name. These are all the value of arguments. Yeah, very good. 5, 6. Gives the result 11. What happened? Sum of 5, 6. So what will happen is it will write the value 5 plus 6. What is the result? 11. Similarly, product of 5, 6. What will happen? 5 into 6. So it will result the value of 30. So once you run the function sum of 5, 6 means automatically the output will be displayed as 11. If you run the product of 5, 30 means it will give the result as 30 every time. Hence these are all comes under pure function. Okay. Now see this one. String length. STRLEN means what ma? String length. Here inside it you are having hello. So what is the string here? Hello is the string. What is the length of the string? How will you calculate the length of the string ma? H, E, 2, L, 3. Again one more L, 4. Oh. So automatically what will be the output? 5 is the output length of the string. So if you run this function means the value display will be 5. If you run any time, any number of time also the value display will be 5 only. Hence these are all some example of pure function. Okay. Okay. Now we will move on to impure function. This is the book example. It may ask in your exam. So I will tell you that also. Let keyword REC. REC means what ma? It is a recursive function. It's a statement function, recursive function. GCD is your function name. A and B are parameter. Okay. GCD, you are going to find greatest common divisor of A and B. Now it is checking for a condition. What is the condition? If B less than or greater than 0, then GCD of B, it is going to do mode of operation A mode of B, else return A. Now the output as you are passing two values 13 for 13 for A, 13 for A and 27 for B. So once you run this command of GCD for finding 13 and 27 means it will write the result as 1. Similarly for one more number 20,536 and 7,825. A value is this one and B value is 7,826. It will write an output as 2. So in this 2 inputs, if you pass 13 and 27 for any number of time for executing this code, automatically the value will be 1. Similarly, for this, if you pass this one as a argument for a and b value, it will result the output as true. Any number of time if you run this program, this is the output. This is one example of pure function. It is given in your book. Now moving to impure function. The variable used inside the function may cause side effect. Okay, through which the function are not passed with any arguments. So what is it? The variable used inside the function may cause side effect, though the function which not passed with any argument. So that is impure function. I will tell you one example for impure function. Random number. What is random number? It may not in order. Okay, you may call a function without any order, means that is random. Now see this one. In this programming, you are going to assign a value for a as random function. And it is checking for a condition. If a greater than 10, then return a, else return 10. You are checking a is greater than 10. Okay, for example, if you are giving a number, a value as 1 means what will happen? A value, I'm giving first a value as 1. What will happen? It will write. It will return the value because a greater than 10, then return a. Otherwise, it will write a value of 10 only. So, I am giving 1. So, it will write the value of 10. If I am giving 11 as a value means what will happen? It will return the value as 11. Okay, randomly you can give any number value to this. For example, while taking class in your classroom, I am calling some of you, okay, by your roll number. Suddenly I am calling roll number 8, stand up and read this paragraph. Similarly, roll number 20, answer for this question. If I call like this means what will happen? You don't know whether which roll number I am going to call again. Okay, if I am calling like this, roll number 1, stand up, roll number 2, tell this, roll number 3, answer for this. I am continuously coming your roll number one after another. This is means sequential order. You know, next time I am going to call roll number 4. But previously what I done, roll number 10, then after that roll number 20. Like that I am randomly calling some numbers. Means you can't able to guess what number I am going to call off. So it won't result in a proper result. Yeah. Pure function means you know this is the value you're going to pass and this is the output you are going to get. But in impure function, the value may get changed off by the variable usage and assigning the value for your variable. Okay. So this is the difference between pure and impure function. Now see this one. What is this? It's a spinning wheel. Okay. So if you spin once means it may go to any number. Once it will come for 250, otherwise it will go for 2500, it may go for 7500, or otherwise it may bounce a value of star. Anything it may go off. So this is one best example for random function. Spinning wheel is an example for best example for random function. Now we will see about one more example for random function. Okay. Now see this one. Random of 5 may gives 4 sometimes. What does it mean, ma? I'm calling one function as random function. Okay, random. I'm passing the value as 5. So it may gives any number of value up to 5. 4 times you may call, 3 times you may call, sometimes 2 times also you may call. Hence the function is impure function. Understand? So if any function you can't able to specify the value of output extremely, means that functions are called as impure function. Okay. Now we will see about the side effect of using impure function. What are all the side effects if you use an impure function in your program? Okay. So when the function will get a side effect means if the function is run outside the world. See, a side effect when it has observable interaction with outside world, then only you can able to find the function is pure or impure. In this situation, you have to make a function as pure function. It is just you have to remember one thing. The side effect is not necessarily a bad thing. You have to make a useful thing based upon the feedback, that is the side effect you may get off. Okay. Now we have to know when the side effect will come. I'm telling you, outside the class means you may get the side effect. For example, I'm assigning you, okay, in my home, I am asking somebody to come and takes breakfast. I'm giving one breakfast. Okay, one item I'm giving. Daily I'm giving that item to you. But you don't know what are the different items of breakfast. So daily you will come and eat the particular item. If you are going to discuss one day with one of your friend, I'm eating this item as my breakfast, like that you are saying. That person is saying, okay. For next day you're going and telling the same thing. What will happen? The person telling, okay, yesterday also you told this, today also you're telling this. Yes, this is the breakfast only, no. Like that you are sharing with him. He's telling, no, no, you are having one more breakfast like this. You are having, these are all, so many breakfasts are there. You are daily eating only one type of breakfast. Like that he is sharing with you means you will find that time only. Oh, we thought this is the only thing is a breakfast, but there are so many things are there, but we don't know. Then only you have to come to know. Similarly here also, if only one output you are going to get it off means you don't know whether it is good or bad. If you are going to discuss with your outside world only, you can know whether this is correct or not. So if any external entity get involved means that function will create a changeover based upon the situation given. So variable, modifying variable outside a function, how it is done now. This is I told you just now. So one of the most popular group of side effect is modifying the variable outside your function. If you modified any values for your variable outside your function means automatically what will happen is you will get an impure function. Let us see what example this for this. Now see this one. Select keyword. You are assigning value for y as 0. That value should be what? Integer. This is the data type. No, int means integer. This one is what? Inc. It is the increment function that also assigned for a data type of int. You are giving variable as x. Now y is assigned for an expression y plus x. What will happen here, ma? Y. What is the value for y is 0. You are going to get an input from the external world. For example, I am specifying x equal to 5 means I am going to give the value of x here as 5. So what will happen? It will return the result as 5. Okay. So previously what is the value of y? Y is equal to 0. Now what will be the value now? 5. Now it will pass on to y again means here it is 5. Right. So again what will happen is that value is coming over here. Here also 5 will come off. Now I am going to give x. value of x as 3. So here x value will get 3. And what is the output now? 3 is x value. For y it is 5. So totally it will write a result of 8. Okay. So what will happen? Randomly the value of y will get changed off. First thing y is 0, next y value is 5, now the y value is 8. So it is make an interaction with an external object as y. So that y value, that x value is given different by the input user. So automatically the internal object y will get changed off. This is an example for impure function. Okay, do you all understand? So this is the thing we are explained in this. In the above example, the value of y get changed inside the function definition, due to which the result will change each time. The side effect of INC of, that is the increment function, is changing the data of external visible variable y. Y only the external visible variable, because the output should be written in y. As you can see, some side effects are quite easy to spot and some of them may tricky. Here it is easy, but you don't know why it is changed off, you don't know. But once you run the program, it will vary the result for the value of y. Okay, a good sign that our function is impure, it does not take any argument and does not return any value. If it doesn't take any arguments, means it won't return any value. Okay, so that kind of impure function has side effect. Okay, now coming to the difference. What is the difference of pure and impure function? This is very important because it may ask in 5 mark also. Okay, now see the points. Pure function, the return value of pure function solely depend on its argument passed. So you are passing values to your argument, no, based on that it returns the value pure function. Hence, if you call a pure function with the same set of argument, you will always get the same return value. We saw no sum of x comma 5. That x and y value is specified already. 5 and 6 means automatically 11 will get display of. Product of 5 comma 6 means automatically 30 will get display of. They do not have any side effect. So they do not have any side effect in using your pure function. Solely depends on argument passed. Now coming to impure function, the return value. Okay, the return value of impure function does not, okay, does not depends on argument passed. Here it is depends on, here it is does not depends on. So impure function with the same set of argument may get different return value. If you pass same arguments also, in previous example we saw x value get differ, so the y value get automatically get differ. For example, random function. Random function and date function are best example of impure function. How no? For example, consider this date function. What will happen for up to this date? Okay, if some baby is born on what is this year 2011, right? 12 12. Some baby is born on 2002. Now comparing the age from 2 to 12, that baby age will be 10 years old baby, right? So after 2 years, same date of birth for the child, but after 2 years, what will happen? For that particular day, the baby age will get increased to 2, right? 2 days by comparing his date of birth up to today's date, the baby age is 10 means after 2 years what will happen? The same birth date will be there, but year get extend off. So what will happen is the baby age will be 12. So the age will get changed over. This is an example for impure function. Okay, now coming to this, they do not modify any argument which are passed to them, pure function. But impure function modify an argument value which is passed to them. Okay, if it is asked in difference means you have to make a different chart like this and how to explain what is pure and impure function and difference of it. Okay, it is an important 5-mark question too. Coming to the summary of this class, we will see what are the things we saw in today's class. Okay, so first thing we saw, what is an interface? Tell me what is interface? Interface is a set of action that an object can do. Okay, then what is implementation? Implementation carried out the instruction defined in an interface. Now coming to pure function, what is pure function? Which give exact result when the same arguments are passed. It does not have any side effect. Then what is impure function? Impure function may cause side effect. The variable used inside the function may get changed. Okay. Then we saw side effect. What are the side effect of using impure function? And how to modify the variable outside your function. Okay, up to this we will wind up your class. Take down the homework of this session. These are all comes under 3 marks. Okay, first question is this: mention the characteristic of interface. Mention the characteristics of interface. These are main 2 characteristics. No, one is using class template, another one is object attributes. I told you, just go through the video once. Then why strlen is a pure function. String length we saw, no, by giving one I told you, just computer, find the string length of computer. I told you in example, I have given hello as a string. What is the length of the string? Okay, that one you have to write off. Then what is the side effect of impure function? Give an example. Okay, just now we saw, you may write. Then differentiate pure and impure function. Next, what happen if you modify a variable outside a function? We saw, no, that increment of function, y value is assigned for 0. That example you have to write off. Okay, study and write well. Okay student, we will saw one thought today. Okay, thought of the day. Tell me the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. What is ordinary and what is extraordinary, ma? Just think over. Can you guess what is ordinary and extraordinary? Yes. You find answer for this? Yes. It is just little extra. Ordinary. Before to ordinary, if you keep extra means it is extraordinary. That means if you want to do anything best and better means you have to just make an extra work of it. Okay. Thank you student. Hope you understand the class well. Thank you once again.